grassroots, transnational movement of Palestinian and Arab youth organizing collectively to dismantle Zionism, colonialism, Western imperialism, and to work towards the liberation of our homeland. I'm so proud to see you all gathered out here today at the end of probably a long work day, a long week, and a very long lifetime living in this country. So I thank you all for being here today, and without further ado, I want to hand it off to our first speaker, Lina, speaking on behalf of the Palestinian Youth Movement.
Thank you very much. It's amazing to see you all out here today. Since the beginning of the genocide, we have marched on U.S. embassies and federal buildings countless times. This is not the first time we have been here. The U.S. has armed the Zionist entity with over $20 billion worth of weaponry. They have obstructed one ceasefire resolution after the next. Shame. Shame. They have plunged the international legal system into turmoil, all to protect the Zionist entity, their subservient watchdog, their decorated out military bases, suffocating all the people of our region and slaughtering our siblings in Gaza. Millions of people around the world are mobilizing today at U.S. embassies to send an indisputable message to Trump and to U.S. empire. This is your genocide. The blood of the people of Gaza is on your hands, and your conspiracies against the people of Palestine will be met with resistance from the masses of the world and from the people of San Diego. After almost 19 months of painstakingly documented genocide, Donald Trump is preparing to visit the Arab region to impose a new imperialist vision. But this will not pass. Our people have resisted your plots to impose and normalize Zionism for over a century, and they will resist for a century more. Today, the World Food Program announced that Gaza has run out of food, and aid has not entered Gaza in over 7 weeks. It is shameful. Every day we bear witness to massacres of our people who have been displaced into tents and school buildings. We must understand the existential nature of the struggle. Trump and Netanyahu believe that this violence will advance their plan to ethnically cleanse Gaza. But every day the people of Gaza proclaim their steadfastness and rootedness in the land. Since Trump assumed the presidency, we have seen American empire bend over backwards to win the good graces of the Zionist entity. Their cowardly establishment, the Trump administration, and the war criminal Netanyahu wants the world to look at Gaza and kneel. They think that we will bear witness to the genocide and turn the other cheek. Shame. In these dark times, it is easy to feel despair. Our enemies are counting on it. They think that after 19 months of mass murder, of starvation, and of displacement, that we will break. So I ask you today, are we afraid? No! Are we tired? No! And we will never be. After every attempt to liquidate our struggle, to expel our people, to occupy our lands, to break our social fabric, to quell our resistance, our people and our movement has only grown stronger. From Gaza to the West Bank, from the prisons to the camps, our people remain steadfast. And we, the youth in the community, in diaspora, refuse to abandon our struggle until Palestine is free and we can return home. We have made Palestine unavoidable. We have made Zionism a political crisis everywhere. We have made the collaborators and the complicit feel our pressure. But we are not done. We, the masses of the world, can win if we become an organized power. We must carry the struggle forward until every inch of Palestinian land is free and Zionism is defeated. So we are here to demand that the U.S. stop arming the occupation. Your murder weapons, your tools of genocide, and all armed deals with the Zionist entity must end immediately. We demand that war criminals be held accountable. Netanyahu and his cabinet should be tried for their crimes. They must be tried. And every IUF soldier who took part in this genocide, no matter their passport, must face justice. And we demand the end of political support for Israel's genocide. Diplomatic ties with the Zionist entity are political cover for war crimes. We need to cut them. We need to recognize the genocide for what it is. Until our demands are met, we will continue to escalate. We will continue to mobilize. And to the Trump administration, your repression won't break us. Your ICE raids, your kidnappings, your gag orders, we are not afraid. You tried to isolate Gaza from the world. Instead, you gave us a reason to rise together. Millions have taken to the streets, and we're only getting started. So we hold on to Gaza as our compass, now and always. We honor our martyrs in Gaza, in Jenin, in Lebanon, in Yemen. We will carry their legacy and struggle forward. We stand firm in our belief through struggle, through sacrifice, and we will see the end of Zionism in our lifetime. Until return, until liberation, until victory. Please repeat after me. From the belly of the beast.
From the belly of the beast.
Hands off the Middle East.
Hands off the Middle East.
From the belly of the beast.
From the belly of the beast.
Hands off the Middle East.
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 Thank you all for being here today.
Everybody give it up for PYM! The people united will never be defeated!
The people united will never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated!
The people united will never be defeated.
Thank you all so much. As we stand here today, outside the county building, we need to remember that we are also standing on stolen land. And that as part of our own liberation struggle, we must stand in solidarity and be ready to support our brothers and sisters fighting for their own liberation. And we know that until every single one of us is free, we are not free. We know that liberation is incomplete without an end to Western imperialism and settler colonialism in all of its forms. And we know that today we are here in response to a call from Gaza, from civil society, from humanitarian aid workers, from healthcare professionals, from parents, from children, from prisoners, from everyone. And so it is important that we see here today represented all sectors of our own society. I now want to introduce, on behalf of Healthcare Workers for Palestine, Hassan.
Mother, forgive me. I only chose this path to help people. Forgive me, Mother, by God. I only chose this path to help people. These were the final words of the 24-year-old Rifat Ridwan, a portrait of who I'm holding was martyred. Rifat Ridwan went out one night in Rafah in March of this year on a rescue mission when they got the call that one of their ambulances had no longer been made contact with in communication. But none of them would return. All 15 medics from the Palestinian Red Crescent Society and the Palestinian Civil Defense and a UN staffer would not return home. They were ambushed by the Israeli army. Ambushed in the night of day, in the darkness of night. Ambushed while their ambulances were clearly marked with lights flashing, red vests, gloves still on, radio still in their hands. Bullets entering their faces, chests, and limbs, and then buried in a shallow grave with their crushed ambulances. In what world is this okay? In what world is this normal? In what world do we allow our humanitarian aid, medics, and civil defenses from being murdered in cold blood? This is not the world that we choose to live in. This is not the world that we plant our feet on. This is the world of Zionism. This is the world of a U.S. administration that not only turns the other way, but turns towards it and allows it and funds it and supports it. And those who dare to speak up are met with violence, are censured, are silenced, are detained, are moved states and states away from their homes and from their pregnant spouses because they dare to say, "Free Palestine." They dare to say, this is not okay. And now we embark over 100 days of Dr. Hussam Abu Safiya, who has been detained by the Israeli regime. In what world do we allow our doctors, our nurses, our medical staff from being detained with zero accountability, with zero evidence, with zero proof, with zero words of justification? Nothing. This is our status quo as we speak. This is what our administration has said was okay. We stand here today in defiance of that. We stand here today to say that is not okay. That is not the world in which we live in. It is clear what the Zionist project entails. When the Zionist leaders see Palestinians in Gaza spread tables hundreds of meters long to break their fast during Ramadan, they break the ceasefire and they bomb them. The Zionist project entails Palestinians celebrating Easter in Jerusalem and in Gaza, only to bomb Gaza's Baptist Hospital, Mustashfa al-Ahli. Shame on our leaders that allow this. Shame on our administration that funds this and bankrolls this. In what world is it okay for the Israeli regime to bomb buildings where kids fly from one building to the rooftop of another? In what world is it okay for the limbs of our Palestinian brothers and sisters to be dismembered and to be hung and placed on the windows and doorsteps of other buildings dozens of meters away? None of this is normal. None of this is okay. Shame on anyone who has not spoken out. Shame on anyone who has not taken a stance. But we're all here today because our voice is the voice of Gaza, and we will continue to unite. We are the voice of Gaza. The people are with Palestine. The people are with Gaza. The seagulls above you are with Gaza. The sharks in the ocean are with Gaza. Until liberation and until return, Free Palestine from the river to the sea.
Everybody, one more round of applause for healthcare workers. We understand that the violent and drastic decisions of the Trump administration are attempts to silence us, are attempts to censor us, and are attempts to let the Palestinian struggle die. But we know that as long as a single person in this world remains with an ounce of humanity, with an ounce of consciousness, and with an ounce of a desire for liberation in their blood, our struggle will continue to exist. I now want to introduce, speaking on behalf of the Palestinian American Muslim Caucus, Dr. Ahlam.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for coming here and standing up for Gaza. Thank you for answering the call that came from the heart of genocide and suffering to support our brothers and sisters and siblings in Gaza through everything they have been facing by themselves. My name is Ahlam Muhtaseb. I'm a professor of media studies at Cal State San Bernardino. I'm also representing the Palestine Arab and Muslim Caucus of our union, the Faculty Union, California Faculty Association. Today I'm representing the labor movement, and since the call from Palestine came from all sectors of civil society, including laborers, I think it's very important that we make the connection to this cause as laborers, and we are all here laborers. We are the 99%. So thank you for answering the call again. Growing up in Palestine, we were so accustomed to hearing the slogan, the labor slogan, Ya Ummal al-Ard ittahidu, or workers or laborers of earth unite, or laborers of globe unite. It didn't say Ya Ummal Falastin ittahidu, or workers or laborers of Palestine unite. It said workers or laborers of earth or globe unite. This is the beginning of realizing that liberating the homeland is very connected to the liberation of the earth from forces of darkness. This was the first understanding that the anti-colonialism struggle is a labor struggle, and vice versa. This has been my motivation while labor organizing through our union, the CFA, or the California Faculty Association. And in spite of all the pushback that unfortunately we received from the leadership of our union, we persevered. We kept on pushing and struggling without giving up. The rank and file of our union kept on pushing back and kept on insisting that struggling for Palestine is part and parcel of the labor movement everywhere. Since October 7th, we have been transforming the culture of our union, or the culture of CFA. We first started, I'm going to go over 4 historical moments actually for us in terms of labor organizing. The first one was actually our assembly in the fall of 2023, when we passed not a resolution, but a statement. Because of all the pushback, we couldn't actually pass a resolution. So we passed a statement because we thought, since it's not binding, we can pass it. And what gave us hope at that time is that it passed with flying color across caucuses of the Council on Racial and Social Justice of the Union. Yes, and that encouraged us to push forward and to move forward, and then to propose a resolution. So the statement was a ceasefire statement, but it was non-compromising statement. We didn't put the double standards. We didn't compromise on any of our principles in terms of the liberation of Palestine. Then came Assembly of the spring of 2024. And this time it was a resolution, a binding resolution. And it was a strong ceasefire resolution that first stated all the conditions of why, as a labor movement, we should actually push back against colonialism and the colonization of Palestine, and call for a ceasefire that is based on fairness and justice. And it passed with flying colors again, and that showed us that the labor movement was moving in the right direction, especially for rank and file members. Then we pushed more at Assembly of 2024, in the fall of 2024, when we passed again a resolution, and this time it was to stop funding, it was to fund job and education, not war and occupation. Because we wanted our resources here for our communities suffering from all the cuts, the crisis that's going on now at CSU, at the California, the CSU system or the UC system and everywhere. Cutting funds from students and their education, cutting funds from our communities. Instead of sending all these billions of dollars, we wanted them back, and actually our resolution passed again with flying colors. And the fourth and last historical moment was actually this past assembly in the spring of 2025. And this time, we wanted to take a more substantial, concrete step towards actually pushing the envelope. And we passed with flying color a resolution to sever and end every partnership between CSU programs, different programs, and any Israeli universities, especially the University of Haifa. Passed with flying colors. Actually, this last resolution showed us how the culture of the union shifted greatly, because it passed 16 different meetings of caucuses, councils, and committees of CFA, and then it passed the General Assembly vote with flying colors. And I wanted to end with those hope notes that we can change things. We shouldn't give up. I started hearing people talking about genocide fatigue. How cruel is that? If anyone should be or should have fatigue, it's the people on Gaza, not us. We can't have fatigue. We cannot stop. We have to keep on pushing and struggling. And when people in Gaza call on all of us to stand up for them and take a position and a stance actually against the genocide, and say not in our names and not with our funds, then we have to respond, and we have to answer the call. And free Palestine.
Everybody give it up for Dr. Ahnam. As much as it might become easy to be demoralized and burned out and fatigued, we need to ground ourselves and remind ourselves that the reason we see students being detained, stripped of their visas, we see families being deported, we see in Palestine people
They're being kidnapped!
Yes, the reason we see people being kidnapped in broad daylight, in the middle of the night, from their homes, from their streets, from their spouses, from their friends, is because they think that we are breakable. But we have seen over 19 months that our people in Gaza are still surviving, are still existing. They have not surrendered, not 1 inch of their land. And so we cannot dare to surrender our struggle. And even gathering here today is what we call a victory, because it means there is still hope that our struggle will continue across the generations. I now want to welcome KARAMA. Thank you, Larry.
Hi, I'm Larry Christian. I'm the president of KARAMA. I want to thank you all for coming today. Gaza, and all of Palestine for that matter, is under attack as never before. The struggle for a free Palestine has been going on for a long time, but is now entering its most critical phase. I'm old enough to remember the first anti-Vietnam War teach-ins in 1965. It took a few years for those teach-ins to become a massive anti-war movement that played a role in ending the war and that actually influenced American culture for decades. But today, with respect to Palestine, we're way ahead of where we were in 1965. Most people in the U.S. are already opposed to the genocide and to providing the arms and support that enable it. We haven't done, frankly, the job that we could have mobilizing that support and making it apparent and visible. But now, at this time, we have to give that opposition voice and amplify it. Keep it in the public eye and make it undeniable. We have to stand up to the demands of this historical moment. As we do that, we need to make sure that the voice of our movement is clear, and that we're clear that the intent of the genocide is to eliminate the very idea of Palestine. We need to be clear that our movement supports the rights of Palestinians both to live and to self-determination, and that we understand that Palestinians will resist occupation and repression until they are free. And that we support that resistance as a human right. As happened with Vietnam, U.S. support for genocide won't end because U.S. leaders suddenly develop a conscience. It will end when they realize they don't have a choice. Our job is to make that conclusion inescapable. So be alert for more calls to action and be ready to respond, because this movement has to build and get stronger and stronger until we force our government to stop supporting genocide and arming genocide. Thank you.
Everybody give it up for KARAMA one more time. Gaza will free us all. Zionism will fall. Gaza will free us all. Zionism will fall. Zionism will fall. I now want to introduce Jewish Voices for Peace.
Hello, I'm with Jewish Voice for Peace. We at JVP feel it essential to show that Jewish people can be and are anti-Zionist. We firmly condemn Israel for being a racist, apartheid, and genocidal state. Our mission is to separate Zionism from Jewish faith and cultural identity. We recognize that we cannot stay silent. We cannot keep our cultural and religious heritage separate from politics, because to do so would mean aligning ourselves with genocide. The U.S., Israel, and other Western powers continue to invoke Judaism and the Holocaust to justify their actions and political agendas in the Middle East. It is both shameful and absurd to claim that resisting ethnic cleansing, genocide, and apartheid is somehow anti-Semitic. It is because of our Jewish history that we know we must stand up against the genocide of the people of Palestine and the fascism here that supports it. Resistance to injustice is a moral imperative. As Jews, we know the stories of our forebears. We remember how in just 18 months, Hitler went from being elected as chancellor to murdering our ancestors in extermination camps. For First, they came for the most vulnerable, then the academics, the teachers, the doctors, and soon after it was our neighbors, friends, and families. And we know they resisted. Just a few weeks ago was the 81st anniversary of the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, where Jews fought back against Nazis in occupied Poland. We continue to honor the bravery of those who fought back and their determination to be free. Today, we must reckon with our own responsibility to resist fascism and white supremacy, both at home and abroad. And we can only do so together. In a letter to Angela Davis, James Baldwin wrote something that I find especially pertinent today. If they take you in the morning, they will be coming for us that night. Yeah. They took Mahmoud Khalil. They took Manuel Gutierrez. They took Mohsen Badawi. They took Kilmar Abrego Garcia. They took Romesa Osterk. They have already come for us. When they come for any of us, we must all rise up and fight back. We are interdependent, and our liberation must be collective. If anyone out there still doubts that fascism and authoritarianism are coming for them, open your eyes. Look at what they've done in Palestine, in Yemen, Lebanon, and Syria, and then look at what they have done here to Palestinian activists, to refugees, to immigrants, to our communities of color. The crimes of the empire have come home. It is your moral responsibility to stand with us in resistance. Our futures are bound together. Now is the time to reach out to your communities, challenge yourself, and challenge others to speak up as loud as you can. Because at this point, refusal to resist isn't caution, it's collaboration. Yes. Yes. Protect our students, our migrant brothers and sisters, stop the kidnapping, and free Palestine. Thank you.
Give it up for JVP! Free the people, free them all!
Free the people, free them all!
Break the chains and let them fall!
Break the chains and let them fall!
Free the people, free them all!
Free the people, free them all!
Break the chains and let them fall!
Break the chains and let them fall!
I now want to invite Unión del Barrio! Everybody, please give it up for Benjamin! And keep in mind that as we talk about our struggle as Palestinians, we cannot forget the struggle of our brothers and sisters in San Diego, fighting every single day against the violence of ICE.
¡Viva, viva, viva la lucha palestina! ¡Viva, viva, viva la lucha palestina! Compañeras y compañeros, on behalf of Unión del Barrio, we want to stand here in unconditional solidarity and unity with the Palestinian cause for their liberation struggle, to say that we unite and we bring our cause to the Palestinian cause as well, because we recognize that it is settler colonialism that is attempting to strip them from their land and their resources and attempting to cleanse the entire area of what is known as Palestine. We've heard and seen the horrendous plans that the United States attempts to make Gaza into some form of beachfront properties for settler colonialism. And we denounce those plans because we have seen precisely what settler colonialism has done, and we see it all along here, along this strip as well. That settler colonialism that invaded our lands more than 170 years ago, that we know what settler colonialism has done to Native nations here on this continent. That we reject the concepts of discovery, that we reject the concepts of manifest destiny, that we reject the concepts of the first waves of war, which took our lands and converted our peoples, indigenous peoples, as foreigners on our own land. And today, we have to deal with immigration and customs enforcement, with border patrol, standing armies in our communities attempting to lock us up just like they've locked up Khalil. And we say, free Khalil. We say, free every man, woman, and child that is locked down under detention in the dungeons of the United States, but also in the dungeons of Israel. because it is U.S. imperialism and colonialism that have learned from one another. The first waves of war conceived here in the United States to attack indigenous peoples, the same first waves of war that they've implemented in Palestine. And just like we understand that suffering, we unite with the people who are righteously resisting that horrendous genocide. And that's why we come out on a day like today, on a month like today, where we recognize our own heroes, such as Zapata, who said, tierra y libertad, land and freedom. That if you don't have your land, you don't have freedom. And we must struggle for our land now and always. And we must struggle for Palestine to be free from the river to the sea. And we also say, from Palestine to Mexico, all border walls must go, because border walls are an expression of that settler colonialism, are an expression to divide working people. And I want to appreciate the class character that the compañera just mentioned earlier, because we are the working class who build, and it is the oppressors, the colonizers, who always destroy. We see how beautiful Gaza was before those bombs dropped. And it will be once again. Gaza will be free. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. From Gaza, from Palestine to Mexico, all border walls have got to go. Que viva, que viva, que viva Palestina. Que viva, que viva, que viva Palestina. Muchas gracias, compañeros, compañeros.
Everybody give it up for Unión del Barrio. From Palestine to Mexico. All the walls have got to go. From Palestine to Mexico. All the walls have got to go. From Palestine to the Philippines. Stop the U.S. war machine! From Palestine to the Philippines! Stop the U.S. war machine! And on that note, I want to invite up our next partner, Anakbayan! Everybody give it up for Anakbayan!
Hello, this is Adam with Anakbayan. Anakbayan is a Filipino youth organization fighting for a national democracy in the Philippines. Food has officially ran out in Gaza. For over a year, we have been witnessing the most documented genocide. Every day that passes, they get away with murder and slaughter. The lives of mothers, fathers, and their children, animals, and their homes are destroyed, while the U.S. empire writes the checks and sends the bombs. The Zionist state is carrying out this genocide with the full backing of the West, using our American tax dollars, just as Nazi Germany once did with the support of capitalists and imperialists. What the world has allowed to happen in Palestine will happen everywhere. The same system that militarizes police here in America, that kidnaps our migrants and our students, our union leaders and community members in ICE detention centers, the modern-day Gestapo. The people in power that is gutting the Constitution to silence dissent is the same system causing global suffering. It's clear that the system is illegitimate. While the U.S. pours billions into arming Israel and into warmongering against China with war games like the Bldg joint exercises in the Philippines, with which they send the U.S. military to train with Philippine soldiers annually to heighten the tension with China and use my motherland as a military playground, our people are left to starve, to rot in prisons, to die without health care, and work themselves to death. Fascism isn't coming, it's here. It's in the cops who murder lives with impunity. the same cops who train with IDF soldiers. It's in the sense of nationalism that so-called Christians feel in protecting their whiteness and this country, which history shows us is not far off from its greatest ally and Nazi Germany. It's in the politicians who sell out our future to weapons dealers and Wall Street. But we are not powerless. The ruling class fears nothing more than organized people. They fear when we're out here making noise. They fear when we build community to protect each other from ICE. They fear when we protest and shut down and disrupt events that uphold their ideologies. They fear when workers strike, when students set up encampments, when the people take the streets and refuse to be silent. We must act, not tomorrow, not when it's convenient, but now. Take action for Palestine, whether it be donating to families in Gaza, disrupting Zionist events, attending local town halls, calling your reps, boycotting, protesting, and engaging in productive dialogue with genuine people. Resist militarism here and abroad. This Sunday, Anakbayan and San Diego, along with Filipino organizations from LA, will be opposing the Bldg exercises at the entrance to the naval base in Coronado. Please join us in showing the U.S. and the Philippine government that this is unacceptable and that we, the people, do not support the actions that only uphold the interests of the ruling class. As an immigrant who moved here and left my homeland seeking a better life with my family, I understand the effects that U.S. imperialism and militarism has had on my homeland. The Philippines is rich, but the people are poor and struggling to survive. Our struggle for freedom and sovereignty is not isolated. It's a global struggle. The empire is crumbling, as all empires do, but we remain steadfast in the struggle for life and freedom. The night is always darkest before dawn. The fascists want us apathetic, dehumanizing others, desensitized, afraid, and passive. But our answer must be solidarity, courage, and unrelenting resistance. A better world is possible, but only if we fight for it. From Palestine to the Philippines!
From Palestine to the Philippines!
Stop the U.S. war machine!
Stop the U.S. war machine!
From Palestine to the Philippines!
From Palestine to the Philippines!
Stop the U.S. war machine!
Stop the U.S. war machine!
Long live international solidarity!
Everybody, thank you so much. I know that we've been standing here and we're ready to go. And the reason that we insist on talking about all these different struggles is to show that it is one struggle. And that is a people's liberation struggle against imperialism, against colonization, and against Zionism. And we're about to march, but we want to do some chants just to get everybody ready as we prepare. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free
Palestine! End the occupation!
End the occupation!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
End the occupation!
End the occupation!
End the occupation!
End the occupation!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
End the occupation!
End the occupation!
End the occupation!
End the occupation!
We want
something?
Zionism will fall!
So for this next chant, I want you to be loud. Can you be loud? From the belly of the beast.
From the belly of the beast.
Hands off the Middle East.
Hands off the Middle East.
From the belly of the beast.
From the belly of the beast.
Hands off the Middle East.
Hands off the Middle East.
From the belly of the beast.
From the belly of the beast.
Hands off the Middle East.
Hands off the Middle East.
Free, free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
And end the occupation.
And the
I said free, free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
And end the occupation. And we want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
End the siege on Gaza now.
End the siege on Gaza now.
We want justice, you say how?
We want justice, you say how?
End the siege on Gaza now.
End the siege on Gaza now.
Gaza's rising, hear the call.
Gaza's rising, hear the call.
Tear down these border walls.
Tear down these border walls.
Gaza's rising, hear the call.
Gaza's rising, hear the call.
Tear down these border walls.
Tear down these border walls.
Hind is calling, hear the call.
Hind is calling, hear the call.
Tear down these border walls.
Tear down these border walls.
And from the river to the sea,
From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
And from the sea stop yapping and I'll start chanting. All right, we're gonna continue chanting, y'all. Free, free Palestine! 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 Free the people, free the land! Free the people, free the land! Justice is our demand! Everybody to file in as we wrap up our program for today. Everybody get close, get close, get close. If everybody could look at the projection of the Palestinian flag on the San Diego City and County. Just as this flag is being raised on this genocidal building, we know that one day our flag of liberation will be raised across all of a free Palestine. And so when we lose sight of our goal, this is it. The flag of a free Palestine in the hand of every single child. And I now want to welcome our last speaker, the Party for Socialism and Liberation.
What up, y'all? What up, what up? Thank you very much for that warm welcome. Come over here, man. You get on in here. Thank you all. This is not a moment. This is not just a rally, not just a singular march. Today we gather to answer the call of the resistance during an international day of action. This is not a moment. This is the development of a mass movement. And we are not individual drops in the bucket. We are the shifting tide and the crashing waves responsible for moving mountains, capable of rusting out the hull of warships, and conversely, sorry, getting some feedback, connecting our people and the land beyond ethnic and geographic divide. In that spirit, I figured we would try something a little different. Have y'all heard of a crescendo before? So that's where we start quiet and then we build up and we get louder, right? So let's bring that energy and fire in our bellies, that reason we all came out here today, and let's use that in our collective voice. So I'll start a whisper, and then we'll increase energy each time. So I'll say, I'm fired up, and you all will respond, won't take it no more. Right? So it'll be 4 times. I'm fired up. No I'm fired up. Won't take it no more. I'm fired up. Won't take it no more. I'm fired up. Won't take it no more. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. And we should be fired up. That's what they call righteous fury. There's a whole lot going on in this world, and we got to channel that into collective action. So my name is Forrest, and I'm up here joined by my mother, Christine. There's a lot of folks losing their mothers, don't have a chance to spend time with their mothers. I'm proud of mine. That's why I'm here today. So I was like, yeah, give it up for your mama. Yeah. And so I'm honored to stand here shoulder to shoulder with y'all over these years. During the dark times when we got some storms on the horizon, there's little to say that hasn't been said. My words won't paint any pictures that'll stick to your mind more than the vivid and horrific things that you've seen live streamed on your phones, or the distress relayed by our loved ones as they face pain and oppression. No one here needs convincing that the occupation in Palestine is wrong, that more needs to be said, that more needs to be done. We agree on that. We see our rights being chipped away by these billionaires and their paid politicians. We're seeing our community members and family members abducted from their homes, from their families, and put in literal concentration camps down in El Salvador, but also all across the border here in the US, right? Shame! The mask is off the police. The mask is off the court system. The local representatives, the state infrastructure, they are not just ineffective, but they are downright complicit in the face of crisis after crisis, recession after recession, war after genocide after war, right? They just keep it going. There's no solutions. There are no answers coming from the Democratic Party or the Republican Party. And we know no one's coming to save us, right? We've heard it 1,000 times. And none of y'all need these realities to be questioned or explained because we're living them. So what's our role? What do we do in the face of empire with such incredible brutality? How do we move ourselves and move the masses, not just, us and our homies, but by the millions? That's the question we need to be sitting with. And we have to know how to answer it for ourselves, for our neighbors, our friends, our family, and coworkers. They say it takes a village to raise a kid. But in order to be a village, you and I, we need to be villagers. We need to see ourselves as part of a collective that's larger than just our own friends, right? Yeah. And it needs to go beyond our hobbies, behind what we just enjoy outside of work. It needs to go beyond political ideology, even those homies we disagree with. It's time to unite, y'all. And that's not just for ourselves. It's not just for this village that we're in. It's for all of the people of this planet, from Sudan to the Philippines. And we see that same colonial violence happening in Sudan, the Philippines, here in the US and Chiapas, all across the world, right? It's the same thing, the same violence that the Israelis use when they have hostages by the tens of thousands, right? And so we stand for Mahmoud Khalil when he faces that same kind of abduction, that same kind of oppression, and we make those connections because they're there. An attack on one of us is an attack on all of us. That's why we see George Floyd on the West Bank wall, why we see Black Lives Matter Boulevard in Washington, D.C. dismantled brick by brick while Rafah is bombed building by building. So if we stick with this village metaphor for the moment, there's a lot of roles that need to be filled, right? We don't just need homies up here holding the mic. We need healers, teachers, elders, mentors, thinkers, doers, makers, movers, right? And luckily, if we look around right now, we see that we have all these folks here today. And we need all of these people, every single one of us, to become leaders in this movement, capable of having the hard conversations, capable of motivating and moving loved ones to action, capable of seeing through the two-party bullshit and be, confident enough to take our own initiative. Not so that we can just understand history, but so we can change it. So if you're looking to plug in, and you better be, right? Oh, y'all better be looking to plug in. There's a lot of options. All these orgs out here today are putting words to action in different ways. Talk to an organizer. Talk to folks you're standing to right now. Like, look, homies next to each other. Build those relationships. Network with one another. Switch some contacts. I know some people don't like to do that, but it's necessary, right? We got to build a movement. And so, if you commit to this struggle, you will not regret it. You'll make lifelong comrades that you can struggle with. They say there's nothing more valuable than a good friend. So locally with the PSL, we have several initiatives you can check out. Tomorrow we're painting the town red. So we're gonna be plastering in 2 different entire neighborhoods tomorrow, all over City Heights, all over El Cajon, anti-ICE propaganda and know your rights information to show that ICE is not welcome in our neighborhoods. We also heard from Ben Hameen with the Defense Coalition, and we work with Unión del Barrio here and in LA to do anti-ICE patrols and do advocacy to make sure that they're not recruiting our youth in our communities. We also have a national action network where we have updates, webinars, and resources for community outreach so that people can plug in anywhere. And lastly, there's an incredible opportunity to study with organizers from all over the world, with the People's Forum and with PYM, who are hosting a 6-part series titled Understanding Zionism. And so, of course, we'll be in the streets on May Day, but there's a lot of other ways you can plug in. This is not just a moment, this is a movement. So let's finish out with one more crescendo. I know I'm rough on time, forgive me, Farida, I'm so sorry. Okay, so this time, I'm gonna say, what are we gonna do? Y'all are gonna say organize, right? So we're gonna start off with a whisper, get 4 times and build up in crescendo. Okay, so, what we gonna do? Organize. What we gonna do?
Organize.
What we gonna do?
Organize.
What we gonna do? Organize. Thank you very much, y'all. See you on May Day.
Everybody give it up for BSL. Everybody, I'm going to keep this very brief. I want to say that today, I am confident that we created a ripple. Whether that's locally, whether that is in the consciousness of a single person who saw us and heard us, this will reverberate throughout history. We know that every single one of our martyrs is a universe, and we know that every word and every action we take to stand up for justice is a drop. And a drop on its own is a drop. But a drop with another drop becomes a puddle, becomes a lake, becomes a river, becomes an ocean. And this ocean will pave the way to a free land, a free Palestine, without borders, without siege, without checkpoints, without prisoners, without martyrs. And we will continue to show up, we will continue to speak out, and we will continue to rise until we see liberation. So thank you all for your commitment and dedication today. Please do get involved locally. Know your rights. Today, the Council for American Islamic Relations had a workshop at the Islamic Center of San Diego. Many of your local community orgs are trying to make sure people are informed and safe so that we can continue to do the good work. So everybody, please make sure to connect with us and get involved with your local community, and everybody get home safe. Until we see liberation! And if anybody wants to pray Maghrib, you can please go to the grass over there. Please bring your flags to the front. Thank you so much.